Temptations. Temptations of money. Temptations of power. Temptations of the flesh. Temptations. You will be tempted. Uh, people who get tempted, we kind of see that as like the rookie moves, getting tempted. Uh, I guess it's the same as any other job. When you're in a position of power, people will tempt you. I've had applicants, for those you don't know, an applicant or a prospect is somebody who is attempting to move into the affordable housing community, move into your apartment complex. They might be on the wait list, they might not be. But I've had applicants offer me money. Yeah, they'll give you money to move in. We're in a housing shortage crisis right now. Okay, I don't know when you're going to watch this. I hope so soon. But you should know that at the time that I made this video and in the previous years, we've been in a housing shortage crisis. That's why basically this whole affordable housing thing has exploded. Not everybody lived in affordable housing before. It's exploded because housing prices and rent prices are so expensive and people are not making that much money. So people have to live in affordable housing. But what would you do if there wasn't enough room? It's kind of like at a shelter. There's only so many spots you can give, and there's going to be a line, there's going to be a wait list, and there's going to be people who don't want to wait in the line and don't want to adhere to the wait list, and they want to skip the wait list, and they'll tempt you. They will offer you money to skip the wait list. They will offer you money to move them up so that they're next. They'll offer you money to move in. $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. I've heard somebody they offered them $50,000. It's a fucking when you're operating in these areas, when you take this job, you're going to be exposed to things like this. This is what they call psychological warfare. Okay? This isn't like, oh, wow, this is great. Look, I got some money and I'm so smart. This is a move against you. Okay? They can't offer you money. If you take that money, you are being bribed. You are committing bribery. And if you are committing bribery, you can be charged, and you can get in trouble. You can have to go to court. You can get fines. Shit, you might even have to go to jail. You might have some jail time associated with it, depending on how much it is. But it's very real, especially in the affordable housing, the whole housing thing. They take that shit very seriously, and the resident or the applicant knows. But they will try to tempt you. They will try to offer you money to do things, to move them in. It's not so much like I'll pay you so that you give me priority. It's more like I'll pay you so that you give me priority in the housing, so that you give me that chance that I can get into the housing. It doesn't have to always be money, you know? Money is more like for the women managers. The women managers, they kind of give them money more. The guy managers, it's different. They might tempt you in a different way. Just use your imagination. Don't fall for these things. Like I said, these are moves against you. These are psychological warfare moves against you. Okay? You're operating in a different area. You're operating in a community where you don't belong there. You didn't grow up in this community. You're working here. And you're going to get exposed to different things. And this is one of those things that you're going to be exposed to. For some people it's easy. It's easy to just you see what it is. The minute that somebody's trying to tempt you with something, like for me, you see what it is. Your fucking bullshit meter comes on, your stranger meter comes on, your defenses go up. You know that something's not right here. For other people, they get tempted and they fall trapped to that, and then they get into a bigger issue because none of that ever stays silent. When people give you money to do things, when people tempt you in a way to do things, that never stays under wraps. That always comes to light, and that always fucks over the manager. And it's also your reputation too. It's your reputation, it's the company that you work for reputation. It's also your name too. So if you want the residents to see you as their manager, as a leader, as a professional, then you have to be professional and you can't fall to temptations to do things. Okay? And I'm telling you this because these are one of the things that they don't tell you that you're going to get exposed to. Like seriously, if somebody tomorrow just offered you $10,000 just to just to press a button on the computer, that's all you got to do. $10,000. Press one button on the computer. No one will ever know. But like I said, it's not. It's an illusion. Okay, it's not real. It seems so real. It seems so easy just to take it. Take that money and press the button, and that's it, and forget about it. It never happened, and now I've got the money. But it's fleeting. It's not real. It's an illusion. That $10,000 is going to cost you $50,000 in legal fees if you get caught. And it's not even if you don't get caught. What about how you feel about yourself? What about your inner belief? You really think that you'll be able to continue to tell people to do, be able to tell people to do things? And do you really think that you'll still have that inner belief that what you're doing is the right thing? We all have those regret. We all have that regret, and we all have bad feelings when we do something bad. And you're also, it's basically like you're selling your soul when you fall to those temptations. And it's kind of messed up because if you're new to this field and if you're new to working and stuff, you shouldn't be put into positions where you can just so easily sell your soul like that. But they don't tell you that they put you in those positions. So don't fall to these things. I've heard, so I have a story about that too, and I think I've told the story about on this channel before, but they offered $10,000 to some managers to, all they had to do was press a button on the computer. That's all they had to do was press a button on the computer. They get $10,000 and that's it, no problems. And it should have been easy, but like I said, every single one of those buttons on the computer is tracked in a AI department, in the fucking IT department, and they tracked it and they tracked those movements and they found out what these people did. And basically what they did was that there was someone at the top of the wait list. All they had to do was press edit, change the name, and now this person who's at the bottom of the wait list is at the top of the wait list, and this person gets $10,000. And it's one button. That's all they had to do. But they caught them and they fired them and they took them to court and they sued them. So it's not. Is it worth it? Is it worth the $10,000 for your reputation, for your peace of mind, and for your career? Fuck no. You know, you can make $100,000 in this job, and you threw it away for $10,000. Like, come on, it's a no-brainer. But I'm, like I said, I'm just telling you about this because I want to expose you to the things that we're exposed to in this field. Don't fall into temptation. Don't fall. Anytime anybody tries to offer you money or offer you anything to do something, don't fall for it because it's just temptation and you will never get it. Trust me. Even if you think you have it in your hand, you will never get it. Stay strong, focus, keep your people informed, write down everything that happens. You got this. I know it's hard. I'm throwing a lot at you, and I know it's complicated and it's confusing, but I have faith in you that with what I'm telling you, you will be very successful and you will not fall to any of those temptations.